It is your lucky day, TYT Sports fans. You have two handsome Scottish men in here to talk. Here with professional footballer Allan Russell, playing for the LA Blues, or the OC Blues, sorry, called now?
Yes, now the OC Blues.
Now the OC Blues. Thank you so much for joining us. Allan has played professional in Scotland. I actually played against him one time, but he didn't notice me because I obviously wasn't good enough to notice, but I definitely noticed him playing. And also played in England as well.
Yes, yeah, for a brief spell.
Good. So it's amazing to have that perspective on, and also what we want to talk about straight away in the first segment we're going to look at is what it takes to be a professional striker, specifically in the United States. So your training program, Dominate Soccer, which is a great program. I've been part of it. I'm smacked in a few shots myself as in that, but we actually have a quick video that we can show you up here, and then we'll get into details about it. Here's the video. Dominate Soccer Training, you trained, as you can see there. I don't know how familiar you guys are of the Premier League, but that was Sonia Luco and LA Galaxy striker Travis Bourne. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your training program?
Okay, basically what Dominate Soccer is. Dominate Soccer is a striker-specific training program, and it trains all levels from youth to, as you can see, top Premier League strikers. I basically started that because as a player, coming through my career, there wasn't enough specific coaching or specific training to make strikers 20-30% better than what they should be. And I just could never figure out why clubs and coaches would not spend more time with the guys who basically win them games. And that's why I devised methods and training methods to increase the goal ratios of strikers, not only during games, but what they have to do is they have to train a specific way from Monday to Friday for it to be a success on a match day. Yeah, so I mean, one of the points I want to bring up, especially since I've watched your training program take place, and a lot of things that you focus on is movement, right? Strikers' movement. When you watch probably the best striker in the world right now, Diego Costa, the thing that everyone's speaking about with him is his movement. He is strong and he's fast and he's got a great finish, but that guy terrorises defence based on his movement. Is that one of the major factors that you like to encourage from a young age? Because I have coached young kids here in America as well, and I feel that they try too much to install the physical aspect of the game, which you obviously touched on a point. You want to bring in this the technical aspect, which makes a player go from 10 goals a season to 20 or whatever goals a season. Well, basically that's my job, is to increase the percentages of goals. And one of the things that I focus on is the off the ball movement, because it's huge. You get too many even top players who want to play in the wrong spaces. They don't create enough movement to. At the end of the day, that's okay saying, well, he missed the chances, but strikers don't score every chance. And the more you can create space to increase your opportunities, and then it's down to, I mean, it's all training the brain. The off the ball movement is what gets you in the position, and then the training and the methods that I use for people finishing on target every time is then what kicks in. And that's, I mean, even when I played at college level here, the difference in coaching, I mean, the coaching, nothing to take away from my coaching here, it was great, and they did focus a lot on technical aspect, but as you said, in Scotland, even at the professional level I played, which was lower leagues, everything was broken up into specifics. I was in a training program with just defenders, and I was told exactly what I had to do as a defender, whereas here it feels everyone's grouped into one thing. You can all get grouped into one component, and that takes away from the individual aspects you have to work on for each part of your game. And you, being a successful striker here, can you see when you're playing against other American strikers who have not had that training, or guys that you play with and they just don't know that specific movement? Yeah, I mean, it's very apparent. It's very apparent. It's very apparent to people off the field when they see my movement and then they see certain American players' movement. But listen, the main thing is that you're training your mind every single day on hitting that target, creating opportunities all the time, and that's the And that's the main factor, and it has to be done from an early age.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. If you take that point here and you are in the Los Angeles area or Orange County area, you can absolutely check out Allan Russell's training program at Dominate Soccer. Is it dominatesoccer.com?
dominatescoccertraining.com.
dominatesoccertraining.com, and we'll include this all in the description so you can check out Alan's training program. And absolutely, if you definitely are serious about a future in the game, which I would love to see more Americans do, to try and push baseball out. Sorry, Jason. But we can, I'm only joking. But absolutely, it's worth it. Every time that's spent on this, the technical aspect of the game is something you're going to gain in the future from a young age. So make sure to check that out in the description below. And thanks again, Allan, for bringing that perspective in.
Thank you.
And make sure to subscribe to TYT Sports.